welcome to my channel. My name is Nades, and on this channel I follow the curly girl method, which I have been following for about a year and 4 months now. So if you're new on this channel, please don't forget to click the like button if you do like this video, and also subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this. Also, don't forget to put on the notification bell, because with all the YouTube algorithms and stuff, you never know if you might miss a video coming up. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. So on this video today, I actually want to refresh my curls, because as you might notice, I will scooch in a little bit closer. So I have a few nice ringlets, but as you can see right over here, for example, and also at the top of my head, I just want to get rid of that. So I'm going to show you how I normally do that. Actually going to refresh my curls. I'm actually very happy with the state of my hair so far. So if you go back to the beginning and look at one of my first videos, a lot has changed during my transitioning phase into the whole curly girl method and going from damaged, straightened, styled, colored hair to a natural hair style. But yeah, I noticed a lot of frizziness lately, and I do like to keep up the refreshing. I have a mirror right here next to my camera, so if you see me looking this way, it's just because that way I can see what I'm actually doing to my hair. So the things that I'm gonna be using for this video are actually my spray bottle. It's a continuous spray bottle. So yeah, basically if you spray, it keeps on going, which I love, because otherwise your hand gets so tired. And as a leave-in, I'm going to be using the Ovex Black Leave-In, and then after the leave-in I will be using the curling jelly by As I Am. As you guys know, I love As I Am as my coconut co-wash. I use it very regularly, and yeah, it's definitely my favorite co-wash, but I've been using this lately. Replaced it with my gel. I feel like this is a little bit lighter and works perfectly when doing a refresh. I will be using a fake Denman brush, and yeah, I just haven't bought a real Denman brush yet. Don't know why, just gonna be using this one for now. I will be sectioning off my hair with one of these nice bobble elastics, or whatever you may call them. I just really like them. I have a lot of them around the house, and they're just very handy for curly hair. And last but not least, I will be using Pretty Curly Girls Bye Bye Frizz Serum after I've dried my hair. So I start with sectioning off my hair with one of these bobble elastics and making sure that the parts I'm going to start off with are brought forward. Next, I'm taking one of the pieces of hair that I've sectioned off, and I'm using my mist spray to make sure that my hair is wet enough to detangle with the fake Denman brush, but not so wet that my hair is dripping. So I'm just making sure that there are no knots before I start applying product. When you're detangling your hair, make sure you gently work your way up from the bottom so you don't rip your hair. So now I'm going in with the Novak Mystic Black Leave-In. I'm just using a little bit, as this is a small section of hair. Just raking it through with my fingers, making sure the tips are fully covered before I go in with the As I Am curling jelly. I'm showing you right here how much I use. You can't really tell, but I'm just using a tiny little bit since there is already some product in my hair. So moving on with the fake Denman brush, just going through my hair and then scrunching it upwards. So throughout the whole of my hair, I'm actually going over with the exact same thing, just making sure I spritz my hair wet, not dripping wet, but wet enough to be able to detangle and get the feel like the moisture of the products is really penetrating my hair. Going over it again with the Denman brush, or in this case the fake Denman brush. I'm also kind of twisting my brush inwards after I applied the products. You can see that in a little bit before I start scrunching my hair. Not really sure if it does anything, but I feel like since my curls curl inward, it kind of helps to activate the curls. So right now you can see me do that. I kind of jingle my hair at the end before I start scrunching it upwards. So since this part is pretty self-explanatory and I keep repeating the same steps, you can also fast forward to where I work on my top layers, because I do that a little bit differently than the rest of my hair. So as you can see over here, sometimes I do have to re-wet the hair that I've just gone over with the Denman brush, just to make sure that my hair is wet enough to scrunch, that it really does take the new curl pattern, and that the curl really sets. moving on to the top layers of my hair, I section my hair horizontally so that when it dries, I can see where it naturally wants to fall instead of giving myself a part. So what I do is basically the same as I did before, but here I brush my hair in a twisting motion up and towards my scalp. So in a second you will see how I do that, but doing this will give my hair a nice lift, and also
as you can see, basically doing the same thing.
dry.
First I bring my hair forward to make sure that I can distribute all the product throughout my hair, and then after all the product is in my hair and I've detangled it once more to really make sure that the hair is that the product is distributed, I jingle my hair and then make sure to scrunch. And as I said before, I do it this way because I just want to see how my hair will fall naturally without giving it a harsh parting. So as I said before, twisting your brush in such a way that it goes up and then back will give you more volume, but when you do that to the very front part of your hair, you will get a very weird sort of bump on your hair. So in order to make sure that I don't get that, for the very piece in the front, I just make sure to twist the brush towards my face. This is also the direction that my curls naturally fall, so that is why I do that for the very last part. Especially on the top layers of my hair, I like to make sure that my curls are nice and defined. So I take my brush and I twist it while going down, so the curl falls in the same direction as it naturally would fall. My curls curl towards my face, so I twist the brush toward my face when I do this. This will eventually give you a nice spiral curl.
So I just finished blow drying my hair. As you can see, there's a nice cast around my curls. They're also much more defined already, but as you can see, there's still a bit of frizz on top. So I will be using the Pretty Curly Girls Bye Bye Frizz Serum, fluff out my hair and also scrunch out the crunch. So I will be using about this much.
So when I use this serum, I always apply it first on top of my head and then go in with my fingers, flip my hair upside down and start scrunching and also fluffing it out from the roots. You can see me flipping my hair from one side to the other to make sure that all the crunch is gone, and I do this until I'm satisfied with my results.
This is the final look. As you can see, there's almost no frizz to be found and my curls are much more defined than before. especially on the bottom where there were a lot of tangles and frizzed up knots. I will switch it a little bit closer so you can get a good look. I do this about once or twice a week. I am now on 5th day hair, so I believe I've refreshed 2 times already. So just depending on what the weather does to your hair or how you're feeling, if you feel like going out or something and you just need to step it up a little with your hair, I believe that this is a really nice way to redefine your curls without even going for a full wash day, because as we all know, that takes a long time. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video and leave a comment if you have anything to ask me or to say about this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!